Welcome back. Sunday afternoon up at the workshop again, working on Bumblebee. And if you don't know what Bumblebee is, check the link, which will be somewhere above my head, for the full playlist. Today I've been working mainly on starting system. On the last video you'll have seen, yes, definitely on the last video you've seen, because I'm not going to get the order all screwed up again. On the last video you saw me changing out the starter motor to put the standard one back in. What I've done is I've added in a relay for the triggering mechanism of the starter motor, so that the normal wire that provided the power to the starter motor comes all the way from the ignition switch. So what I've done is it comes from the ignition switch now to a relay. The relay picks up its power from the actual battery terminal, the battery post on the starter motor, and then sends out the power via that relay. So it's in theory less load on the wiring all the way back through the car to the ignition switch. At least that's my thinking behind it. I'm not entirely sure. It's similar to how it is on the later model cars that have the pre-engaged starter motor. So that was my thinking behind it. So the grill's back on. This week is the Monte Carlo Historique UK start, which is in Clydebank in Scotland, which is on Wednesday, going through into sort of like Thursday night. It starts late evening, which I'm doing in this. So wish me luck. Jobs to do beforehand is obviously the starter motor works now, so I'm just going to do a quick start on it. I want to check the start fueling. I could do with doing some rolling, well, not rolling road tuning, that would be a bit much to ask for. Some road tuning, possibly one night this week, just to go through the map. I'm going to do some tweaks on it now, but what I want to do now is set up the idle a little bit better. I want to turn off the idle control and see if it'll idle by itself, which is the way you're supposed to have it. I think in theory I read somewhere that you have the idle control set normal idle, physical mechanical idle set high, and then you use the idle control on the ECU to bring it down to what you want it to be. And that way, if your idle control failed for some reason, then automatically it's going to keep running by itself, because you're not relying on the ECU to keep it running. I'm going to try and take some fuel out the start in map as well, because it's always just drowning the plugs, especially that stupid number 2 plug. So yeah, that's the plan for this next week. So this week it's Wednesday. Wednesday is the night, so Tuesday night, tomorrow night or Tuesday night, I'll try and do a bit of road tuning. I don't think I'm going to be doing it this afternoon. I want to mess on here, get this idle sorted first. But apart from that, the car's good to go. I can't think of anything that really needs any particular attention, so we're all set. Hopefully I'll do some video footage on the day for that. I'm not sure who my co-pilot's going to be yet, because Christopher's done his back in, so it might be my dad. But I'll try and do some video footage on the day, and try and do a bit more than I've done in the past. Try and make it more of a blog or vlog or whatever. So yeah, that's it for now. I'll just crack on with the ECU and stuff on this. I might try film some of it, but we'll see how we go. Okay then, I've had a bit of a fiddle with it, and as you can hear in the background, it's running now. It's running on the idle control at the moment, and I'll show you the screen. So if it focuses, what we're looking at here is water temperature along the top and revs down the side. And what you do is you set where you want your idle to be at the different temperatures. So for example, in here I've got it set at roughly 1000. So if it drops below that, there's a lot of advance to bring the engine speed back up, and then the top side of that target idle, there's very little timing, so it drops back, and it constantly fluctuates between the two, as you can see it doing there. So it'll go high and then it'll drop back, and go high and it'll drop back. Because what I've done is I've used, as I said, I used the mechanical idle to run the actual car. The actual throttles themselves were set too far shut, so it might have been affecting me starting and everything actually. So if you look at the idle speed parameters, which is that screen, focus again, see I've got idle control on at the top, and it's using the base duty cycle map, which is that previous screen. And then down here what I've done is closed loop control, and there's a PID loop, which is how it sort of takes the readings and then alters the figures and how quick it reacts and all this sort of stuff. But when I turned the idle control off with the PID on, the engine would stop. So what I'll do as a test is I'll turn the idle control off at the top, and hopefully, he says, the engine will keep running on its own. So map not current down the bottom there. So I'll press F4 to save those changes. Oh, and it just keeps going. So you see now, RPM is slightly higher than it was before. You can see all my readings down there for water temp, etc, etc. You see it's idling high by itself, which is what you want. And then you turn idle control on. It seems to often crash when you turn idle control back on for some reason. But we'll turn it back on and then it should slow it down. Mixed is maybe a tiny little bit rich there as well, but it's affected by the timing, I suppose. So F4 to turn the idle control back on. A very small hesitation there, and then you can see it's targeting that 1000 RPM value. So it proves it is idling by itself. For anybody who doesn't know, that's the idle control through there. That's idle control there. It sounds alright. So, mission accomplished for now. I'll knock this computer off and save these settings that I've got in there. I've tweaked a few of them, and make that do before I gas myself again. So this might be the short video that you get to see before I go out on Wednesday. So this one should go up on Friday night, and then Wednesday and Thursday I'll edit the one from Wednesday. Fingers crossed, and maybe get some extra footage as well of the mapping Monday, Tuesday night, so we'll just see. But for now, everything's tickety-boo. Turn it off and pack away. I should maybe add that if you want to see some more, tune in, just let me know. I know one of the subscribers did say like to see some more of the engine mapping going on. So as per normal, like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell icon, and if this is the last bit of today, I'll see you on the next one.